Today I'm on an epic twitching tour through the Netherlands to see as many of the rare species that are present.
In winter, rare birds stay longer at the same spot, so you can wait for a day with nice weather and you can create a route to see as many of the rare species.
We're taking a slight detour to Almere, so Olivia can have a sandwich and I can hopefully film a lesser scorp that has been present in the area for some time. It is seen in two areas, the Blok van Kuffler, where it is seen beautifully, and also the Lepelaarsplossen, where it is a bit further out. And sadly today it's on the Lepelaarsplossen, but hopefully with the converter and the nice sunshine I can get some good footage.
From the height, I saw this gadwall and these cormorants, this goldeneye and this tufted duck. The lesser scorp was found between the group of tufted ducks that was at the farthest point of the pond. Here you can see the lesser scorp with the lighter mantle than the tufted ducks.
I just can't seem to get a break with the lesser scorp. This one also was at the farthest point of the pond it could be, and later on it even swam out of sight. Still haven't got the footage I was hoping for. Let's hope I get another chance this winter.
2 days later, my epic twitching tour was about to begin. My first stop was supposed to be the lesser white-fronted geese from the outer land of Strijen, but I lost 45 minutes in traffic jams, so I decided to head straight for the area where the Siberian buff-bellied pipit has been seen. The Siberian buff-bellied pipit is very hard to find because it sits in a large group of water and meadow pipits on a Brussels sprouts field, and due to the relief of the field, the individual identification characters on each bird are hard to see, and also the Siberian buff-bellied pipit looks a lot like our own water pipit. Many people have already seen the bird last year or this year, so there aren't many people searching, so I have to do all the hard work myself.
I've been searching for more than 1.5 hours, haven't seen a trace of it, but it's pretty fun with all those pipits around the car, so I'm not giving up yet.
I was constantly switching back and forth between my camera and my scope to check all the pipits in the field and make some video recordings when I saw something interesting. And despite me wearing several layers of clothes and gloves and sitting inside a car, it was still pretty cold. A part of the field had frozen water on it, and when the pipits were on this part of the field, I could get some great video recordings. Here you can see our own water pipit and note the very clean white underparts and the lack of contrast between the flight feathers and the mantle, which are all light grey. In this bird you can see some dark markings in the neck, but on the Siberian buff-bellied pipit this is much more prominent, and also note the lack of clean white wing bars, which are also more prominent on the Siberian bird.
A pipit came flying in, of which I'm pretty sure it is the Siberian buff-bellied pipit. So I started filming and now I'm uploading that footage to my phone to review it.
Because I knew that when I had the right bird, I had to act very quick before losing the bird in the field again. When I got a first glimpse of this bird, I started filming immediately before I was even sure of the identification. But here you can clearly see all the identification characters I told you about earlier. You can see the buffish underpart and also the contrast between the almost black tertials and the greyish mantle. You can also see the clear black markings in the neck, which are much more prominent than on water pipit, and the more prominent white wing bars. Also note its smaller size compared to the water pipit in the back. Most taxonomy identities recognize the Siberian buff-bellied pipit as a subspecies of buff-bellied pipit, with the other subspecies being the American buff-bellied pipit, or also called the American pipit. The Siberian buff-bellied pipit is by far the rarest in Western Europe, with the American buff-bellied pipit being much more common, with many records in Iceland, the United Kingdom and on the Azores, but in the Netherlands we still lack that bird on the list. As I'd lost more time than I'd hoped for with the Siberian buff-bellied pipit, I went straight for my next location, the glossy ibis near Zevenhuizen. But when I entered the area, I came across another birder who had already searched the entire area and couldn't find it. So I quickly moved on to my next target, the white-throated dipper of Zoetermeer. But sadly, when I arrived, the bird had moved to this dam in the water and wasn't so close as other birders had seen it prior. The white-throated dipper can be mainly seen alongside fast-flowing streams where it catches its prey, mostly invertebrates, while swimming underwater. And when searching for its prey, it makes an up and down movement, and that's why it's called a dipper. And that behavior, together with the fact that most birds of these species are pretty tame, it is a popular species amongst bird photographers. While we were all waiting for the white-throated dipper to hopefully come closer, one photographer didn't want to wait. He put on a wetsuit and went straight into the water. But in this instance, it were more the photographers that were disturbed than the bird itself. Just as we were trying to comprehend what just happened, the photographer, after taking a couple of photos, just walked out of the water again like nothing happened and went to his bike, leaving us in disbelief.
I'm now at the Amsterdamse waterleiding Duinen to search for the Homeus type great grey shrike, which is a very rare subspecies of great grey shrike. But when I was walking here in the area, I came across another birder who didn't see it, and he told us that the bird had flown to the north due to some photographers, so I guess we have to search it ourselves.
In one of the ponds, a pretty sizable group of red-crested potsherds were present, a very scarce bird in the Netherlands and always a pleasant sight to see.
We've been searching for almost an hour already. Haven't seen a trace of a great grey shrike, let alone the Homeus great grey shrike. I've just found a great grey shrike, but it's very far away, so I can't see if it's the Homeus. So we're heading closer now. Let's see if it is the bird I'm looking for.
The great grey shrike, a very cool bird in itself, is a scarce wintering bird from Scandinavia and the Netherlands. The Homeus great grey shrike has its origin more southerly, from southeastern Europe and southwestern Russia, and has more white in the tail and on the flight feathers, a lighter rump and lexi scales on the underside.
The sun is setting, couldn't re-found the grey shrike I found earlier. So I guess I made up all my luck with the buff-bellied pipit, but I'm very happy with that. So a good day after all. If you liked the video, then don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.